I'm very grateful to the Honourable Gentleman for giving me permission, and I congratulate him on securing this important debate. I do want to focus on different areas, but I do think that actually there are good things that the government have done, particularly providing a rebate to every domestic electricity customer, reducing bills by £130 to 2 million of the poorest households through the warm home discount. And of course, my old friend will know about the huge fuel duty freeze, which the government pledged across the Parliament, so that fuel duty is 20p lower in tax terms. But I want to concentrate on a number of different areas. Firstly, the difference in the cost of energy depending on which payment a customer uses. And I've worked with my honourable friend for Nice on this issue. Earlier this year, I conducted a cross-party campaign with the support of over 100 MPs against the practice of energy companies charging customers extortionate amounts for not paying by direct debit. The Prime Minister ordered an investigation into this, but all Ofgem has said to me is that although there are some anomalies, such as the £390 extra that Spark Energy customers were paying, these cases were exceptional. But DEC figures show that the average person who does not pay by direct debit pays £114 more each year. This is just not good enough. One elderly lady in my constituency of Harlow, who always paid on time via the post office, received a letter saying that she would have to start paying an extra £63 a year more if she did not start paying by direct debit. And this to me is unacceptable. Charges like this are excessive, harm the most vulnerable in our society, particularly the 2 million people who do not have proper banking facilities, making payment by direct debit almost impossible. And I hope that the Minister might be able to clarify what the government is trying to do on this. Secondly, as has been raised, there is a problem regarding prepayment meters. The cost of using these are often significantly higher than any other method. And traditionally this was justifiable. The companies had to pay people to go and empty the meters of coins and the like. But now we have prepayment cards. So those who use prepayment meters often are charged extra, even though they are least able to afford it. And this needs to be looked at urgently. Third, there are other ways that energy bills are increased, often through no fault of the consumer. An example, as has also been mentioned, are the 4 million households who are off the gas grid and will never be able to get the best deals as they cannot get a dual fuel discount. And it would be helpful if standard criteria could be introduced across suppliers to allow families with children clearer guidance as to whether they will qualify the warm homes discount. Finally, Mr. Chairman, I believe that the only way the situation can be improved is not by imposing an energy price freeze, which will only hike up prices in the long term, but by scrapping the existing regulator and creating a consumer version of which, a consumer regulator that stands up for the customers, not the energy companies, and has real teeth. As pointed out in the Sun newspaper today, and mentioned by the Honourable Gentleman, the Sun are running a campaign for fuel companies to cut their prices following a significant price in the price of oil, a significant fall in the international price of oil. I previously handed a petition to the OFT with Fair Fuel UK calling for an inquiry into the rocket and feather effect, but there has never been a full inquiry. In conclusion, stopping the premium of non-payment by direct debit, action on additional and hidden costs, turning Ofgem into a genuine consumer body would make a huge difference to residents of Harlow and to the bills of millions of people across the country in terms of energy and the cost of living.